Did you know that some of your everyday habits, like smoking, drinking, or even taking certain supplements, could be silently triggering rare diseases that most people have never heard of? These conditions can creep up without warning, turning routine choices into life-altering health risks. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll reveal 5 rare diseases caused by habits you might not think twice about. Plus, I'll share practical tips to protect yourself before it's too late. Let's dive in and uncover what's at stake. These rare diseases might sound like medical mysteries, but they're real, and they're tied to habits millions of us engage in daily. From lighting up a cigarette to sipping on that extra glass of wine, seemingly harmless routines can set the stage for serious health issues. To give you a sense of their impact, consider this. Some of these conditions affect fewer than 1 in 200,000 people, yet they can lead to devastating outcomes like limb loss, breathing problems, or even permanent skin changes. Let's meet Sarah, a 38-year-old graphic designer who thought her occasional smoking was no big deal until she faced a diagnosis that changed her life. Her story, and others like it, will guide us as we explore these hidden risks. Ready? Let's break it down. First up, let's talk about Buerger's disease, a rare condition that's like a ticking time bomb for your blood vessels. This vascular disease causes inflammation and clotting in the small and medium-sized arteries and veins, especially in your arms and legs. Imagine your blood vessels as highways. If they get blocked, traffic stops, and tissues don't get the oxygen they need. That's when pain, ulcers, or even gangrene can set in. The kicker? It's almost exclusively tied to tobacco use. Whether you're smoking cigarettes or chewing tobacco, this habit is the main culprit. Sarah, our graphic designer, smoked a few cigarettes a day to unwind. By her mid-30s, she noticed tingling in her fingers and toes, then painful sores. Her doctor diagnosed Buerger's disease and warned that without quitting smoking, she risked losing a limb. The good news? Stopping tobacco can halt the disease's progression. So, if you're a smoker, this is your wake-up call. But don't worry, more on how to protect yourself later. Next, let's look at a lung condition you might not expect. Pulmonary Langerhans Cell Histiocytosis, or PLCH, is a rare lung disorder that sounds complicated but boils down to this. Abnormal immune cells build up in your lungs, forming cysts and scars that make breathing a struggle. Picture your lungs as a sponge. Now imagine that sponge getting stiff and holey, unable to soak up air properly. Smokers are almost exclusively the ones at risk here, as cigarette smoke triggers this reaction in susceptible people. Symptoms like shortness of breath or chest pain can sneak up slowly, often mistaken for asthma or fatigue. I read about a 42-year-old teacher, Mike, who smoked socially for years. He started coughing during his morning jogs and thought it was just allergies until a chest scan revealed PLCH. Quitting smoking became his lifeline, but the damage was done. Curious about what other habits could harm your lungs? Let's move to a brain condition tied to a different vice. Marchiafava-Bignami Disease is a name you've probably never heard, and trust me, you don't want to. This extremely rare neurological disorder attacks the corpus callosum, the brain's communication bridge between its two halves. When it's damaged, you might face seizures, memory loss, or even slip into a coma. The main trigger? Chronic, heavy alcohol consumption, often paired with poor nutrition. Think of your brain as a computer. Alcohol and malnutrition can fry its wiring. This disease often strikes people who've made heavy drinking a daily habit, like a 50-year-old accountant I heard about who drank a bottle of wine every night to cope with stress. By the time he noticed confusion and tremors, the damage was severe. Early treatment with thiamine and cutting out alcohol can help, but prevention is key. Speaking of surprising triggers, the next one might shock you. Ever heard of Argyria? It's a rare condition that turns your skin, eyes, and even mucous membranes a permanent bluish gray. Yes, you heard that right. Your skin can look like a Smurf's, and there's no going back. The cause? Prolonged use of colloidal silver supplements, which some people take daily as an alternative health remedy. Silver builds up in your body like glitter you can't wash off, and over time, it changes your appearance. I came across a story about a woman named Linda who took colloidal silver for years, thinking it boosted her immune system. When her skin started turning gray, she was devastated. No treatment can reverse it. The lesson? Be cautious with unproven supplements. But wait till you hear about the next disease. It's a total game changer for vapors. Bronchiolitis obliterans, nicknamed popcorn lung, is a rare but serious condition that scars and narrows your lungs' tiny airways, making every breath feel like you're sucking air through a straw. It's linked to inhaling diacetyl, a chemical found in some e-cigarette flavors and even microwave popcorn. For everyday vapors or workers exposed to this chemical, repeated inhalation can trigger this irreversible damage. Imagine a young barista, Emma, who vaped fruity flavors daily to relax. She started wheezing and coughing, assuming it was a cold, until a lung specialist diagnosed popcorn lung. Avoiding diacetyl is critical, but once the damage is done, it's permanent. Feeling a bit overwhelmed? Don't worry, I've got practical tips to help you stay safe. Let's talk solutions. The good news is that most of these rare diseases are preventable with small, intentional changes. For Buerger's disease and PLCH, quitting smoking is non-negotiable. Start by cutting down gradually. Swap one cigarette for a walk or a piece of gum. Apps like Quit Now can track your progress and keep you motivated. For Marchiafava-Bignami Disease, cutting back on alcohol is key. Try replacing that evening drink with a mocktail or herbal tea, and boost your diet with thiamine-rich foods like whole grains and lean meats. Argyria, steer clear of colloidal silver supplements. Stick to evidence-based vitamins recommended by your doctor. And for popcorn lung, check your vape liquids for diacetyl-free labels, or better yet, consider quitting vaping altogether. Regular checkups and early screening tests, like lung function tests or blood work, can catch issues before they spiral. Small steps today can save you from big problems tomorrow. So, what have we learned? Everyday habits like smoking, heavy drinking, or even taking risky supplements can lead to rare but serious diseases like Buerger's, PLCH, Marchiafava-Bignami, Argyria, and popcorn lung. These conditions may be uncommon, but their impact is real: pain, breathing issues, or irreversible changes to your body. Sarah, Mike, Linda, and Emma didn't see their diagnoses coming, but their stories remind us to pay attention to our habits. If any of these risks hit close to home, don't wait. Talk to your doctor, get screened, and take control of your health. Drop a comment below if you've ever worried about these habits or noticed symptoms we mentioned. And for more life-saving health tips, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're here to keep you informed and empowered. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.